Hi, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're here with live chat tonight. We're here from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm going to pull you all up on my phone so I can read the chat comments. So just give me a minute. Let's see. So welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great week thus far. At least it's hump day. All right. All right. Let's see. In chat tonight, we have Teresa McCormick. Says she's stopping in early today. Great to be with you, Miss T, and all T quilters. Delia Short says, hi, T and everyone. Happy Wednesday. Melina Montoya says, good evening to all. And Beb Dixon, hello, T and quilters from Hot DC. Quilt Gals here saying hi, T and everyone from Hot Human, Maryland. I'm working on my second to color quilt, putting the top together. That's awesome. Brenda Foley says, hello, T and friends. Leetta Bryan says, hi, T and T quilters. Heather Grimps is here saying, hey, hey. And Quilt Gals project is from the Fons and Porter magazine, January, February 2022, Peppermint and Snowflakes. I haven't subscribed actually to a magazine. Well, I guess I have in a way because I'm a member of AQS, which is what my shirt says. But I don't pay for it. I pay for that. I get that in membership. They send 4 magazines a year, I think. And then I also get Quilt Maker magazine every other month. One of my scrap quilting club has been subscribing me to that for years. But other than that, I kind of stopped all of my subscriptions to magazines. So I haven't even seen any. Maxie Doodle says, good evening, everyone. Hi, T. Crystal Lewis saying hi, everybody. Kathleen Champ. Hello, Miss T and all y'all awesome folks. Howdy. Jakara says hi, T quilts. Hey, Jakara, welcome. Carrie Richards says hi, T and everyone. Tom Eckery is here saying hey, T and all T quilters. Hit that thumbs up for Miss T. Good evening, Miss T and T quilters. Thumbs up, please. Show your love and support from Remo JS. C Joy Creations says hi, T and everyone. Hello, hello. Lynette Williams saying good evening, everyone. Michelle the Quilter says hi, T and friends from Muggy, New York. Guess who, Nancy? Hello, all. Where is Mary at? Be discussing all of that stuff later. Patty G saying good evening at T Quilts at the door. She's thumbs up when she came in, so thank you. Heather Grintz saying there's little interference on the mic, Miss T. I don't know. I haven't even touched it. Could be my fan. I'll try to put it over here. On this side, I tend to hit it more. See if that's better. Thank you, Heather. I do like for people to tell me what's going on instead of having me go 30 minutes and then telling me what's going on. So thank you. Jolie Peters says hello, T and all. And I don't know. I got my connections are all in. And I'm just wondering if maybe my mic is needing to be replaced or something. I don't know. Judy is here saying hello, T and everyone. T, got my fabric prize. Love the fat eights. Thank you. You're welcome. Vanessa Brown says hi, Miss T and all T quilters. Joe Carmel Perkins says hello, everybody. My Go Me came today. I'm so very excited. Thank you, Miss T. You are so welcome, Joe Carmel. Quilt Maker is my favorite quilt magazine from Quilt Gal. Colette Stark saying hello, T and all. Sheila Willis, good evening, T and everyone. Wash your hands saying hi, everyone. Hit the thumbs up. Connie JD says hello, T and all. If it's all right, I would like to share a 1940s quilt. You'd have to share it. I can't do photos here, but you can share it in the Facebook group, which is also Teaquilts LLC, just in case. Okay, thanks, Tom. People are saying the sound sounds better. Bev can't wait to see what the goodies are. Maddie Barnum's here saying hi, T and everyone. Heather saying she was just glad to help. So thanks, people, for the improvement in mic. It could be because I got my fan on high. Normally I have it on medium, but I came in here hot already, okay? Vivian Calvi, hi, T and everyone. And wash your hands when I was asking how was everybody doing. Say I'm doing good too, wrapping up a quilt. So that's got me in a great mood, yes. Lenora Baptiste says, hi, Miss T and all quilter family. Say hello, hello. Deborah Quilt is here saying hello. I have one ear in the chat and the other is on CMS Fest. Connie says, I will do that. I always forget to do that. So, all right. Woo! We got so much to cover. I don't even know where to start, okay? We'll start with Boho Hearts. I got Darcy Savali, and her book was sent to the wrong address, so I need to figure. I was trying to wait for that book to come back. It hasn't come back yet in the mail. But then I have two people, Sandra Thompson and Rhonda Ladson, who asked to purchase a book. I don't have any contact information for you. So this is my last video requesting that you contact me at teaquilts@teaquilts.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and send Darcy one of those books. So whoever contacts me first will get a book. My supplier was out of books last time I checked. I don't know if they got any more in yet. So I only have 2 books left. And so I'm going to be sending one of those to Darcy, as I guess her book went to the wrong address. It was PayPal has her wrong address. So I'll be resending that book. I was trying to wait for that book to be returned before I send out another book, but it hasn't come back yet. So I'm working on that. Purse and bags. I was Saturday in the live chat. I finished this bag here, which I do have my birthday draw in. This is the first Wednesday of the month. I'm doing a birthday shout outs is what I'll be doing. And then I also made this purse yesterday. And I actually experimented with leather. Now I know why people don't sew leather. They just overlap it and then they cut real close. The bottom seam wasn't bad. Sewing 2 seams and this is real leather. Sewing 2 seams of real leather is fine. It was when I was going back across these seams. I should have trimmed those seams down to almost nothing. And I did not. And I should have. Because when I put 4 layers of leather overlapping, yeah, it was a chore to stitch through. And I'm only using a size 14 needle. And I had to hand walk and just do 1 stitch at a time. Because I didn't feel like changing needles and all that other kind of stuff. And then I still had to back stitch, okay? So this one was pretty interesting. I do have another one cut out that's going to have this same fabric on top, but I'm going to use brown ultra suede. This is brown ultra suede I'm going to be using. So it's not as thick as leather. So I don't know if I do leather again. I do know now why videos top stitch leather down and then they trim real close. Okay. So I got that. Won't do that again. Thank you. Wash your hands. Says love the leather bag. I'm thinking about selling it. I haven't decided yet. Red is one of my favorite colors, but it's like, girl, you can't keep everything. Okay. I did use the very first bag that I made. I do have it in my featherweight case. It has my foot pedal in it. And then I also added not my sewing stuff, but like my extra feet. I didn't put like my bobbins in there because I didn't want it to be something I'm going in all the time. I put any extra stuff I had for my featherweight in there that I don't use on a daily basis. And I put my manual in there as well. So I am utilizing the very first bag that I made with that's not lined. It is lined, but it's not a finished lining. Let me say that because it is a lining fabric. But yeah. Quill Gal says, T, maybe that book went to the FBI. You never know. I've been waiting on it to come back. It was mailed. I think it was mailed on July 20th. And it does take up to 30 days for them to return mail if it's returned back to you. So it's not a valid address, so it should be coming back to me. But I haven't gotten it yet. I was hoping it would be back by now, but it has not. What are you going to do with all your bags? I'm going to eventually put some of these on my website to sell and, they're one and done or something like that. I don't know. If somebody want a bag, send me a price. I'll send it to you. That's the other thing. I got to figure out what to charge. When you start making stuff and people want to buy stuff, that's when the problem arises because it takes me about 2 hours to make a bag from start to finish. And then that doesn't even include the supplies, the hardware, the zippers, the stuff that you put into it. So it's very difficult for me to come up with prices. Thanks, Joe Carmel. What's the color of the lining? It's red. It's actually this fabric here. And then I also have a snap pocket on the inside in the same fabric as the outer print. So let me just make sure. Yeah, and it has a little snap. So when you I like to put a pocket on the inside of my Notions bag. And even if I was using this as a toiletry bag, like I said, in my toiletry bag, that was the first bag I did that in. I liked it because I could put like my hairpins, my hair ties, anything that went on that was small and always got to the bottom of your bag and would get lost, I put into the pockets. On my sewing machine bag here, which I'll just show you a glimpse of it later, I put a double pocket in that one because it's bigger. And I put my feet that I use the most in one side of that pocket. I stitched a line down the middle of the pocket to make 2 sections. And I put 2 separate snaps. And then on the other side, I've got the stuff that I need for cleaning, my screwdrivers, my brush, things like that. And my sewing needles, stuff like that. I got that on the other side so I can keep track of everything. And it's not at the bottom of the bag and I'm constantly having to throw everything out the bag just to do my basic everyday thing. So I love that I decided to put pockets in there. So that was from Bonita. So I read that one. Chiquita is here, who's the photo girl today on our thumbnail. Hey, Chiquita. I met Chiquita in Houston, Texas at the Quilt Festival, I guess is what people call it. And she met us at one of the, I have a meetup when I go there. I've done meetup there, I think, twice. I think she came the year I had the, did she come the year I had the beat up cake? Maybe not. She may have came the second year. She came in 2019 because that was the last year we came. And I didn't bring cake because I was so embarrassed when I came in 2018 with the beat up cake. But really sweet. I enjoyed that whole quilt show, and I kept running into Chiquita doing the show. So I really got to know her more than anybody else that I had met at the meetup. And then she also came to retreat this time. So that was really cool. And I had been following her on Facebook. We had been Facebook friends for a while too. So enjoy my time with Chiquita all the time. So that's who our thumbnail person is. Sharon Lewis says, hi, Tea and Quilters. I'm at work listening. Yes. Dolores says, I'm just checking. You told me you were putting it in the mail last Tuesday. I have mailed everything out, and I don't know if I got, like, since it was last Tuesday, everything has been mailed. If you gave me your address, that's where it was sent to. It was sent to zip code 66062 on the 25th. I mailed it on the July 25th. So if that's the address you gave me with that zip code, you can also email me and double check your actual address, and we can go from there. Kevin says, gonna watch my good friend Miss T tonight after the day I've had. Evening tea quilters. So hi, Kevin. Hope everything's fine. Wash your hands says, I think there's a formula used for calculating handmade items. I don't know what it is, though. Dee Dee Hansen here from Michigan. And Jonah Crutchfield saying hello, everyone. And I think that's it. And Shaquita, Joe Carmel's talking about get big, got the dance and stuff on. That's right, we were getting down. So we got the bag out the way. All right, so let's talk about some of the gifts. I got a couple gifts. Well, a few. I got like really more gifts off the live, but I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I think was, of course, fabric quilt related, and then some of the stuff that I think you might be interested in one item. Not that it's fabric related. This one right here came in from Sheila. She had let me know she had sent something from Hancock's of Paducah. And it was so funny because I got another package in the mail from Hancock's of Paducah, and I thought that was from her. It ended up being some stuff that I ordered that I forgot I ordered because it takes them a while to ship to me. I remember when I first started ordering from them, they used to ship my stuff the next day within 24 hours. I can't believe it's taking them up to a week to ship my orders. It's crazy. And I'm right here in Missouri where I can drive and pick it up in 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. But this fabric is really pretty. It's 3 yards of this fabric. This is gorgeous. And it's got like different women in different poses, which you could also take one of these out of this fabric and blow one up to make her the star in a center panel like. And that's what I really love about this fabric. It's very pretty, but then you can make your own inside piece and have this as a coordinating piece as well. So thank you, Sheila, for this. I really, really appreciate it, and it's gorgeous. And I'm just going to put it back in here because I'm about to toss everything to the floor until it's time for me to go, because y'all know I'm packed up in here, right? I got stuff. Patty G says, She made a bag out of that print, and it's beautiful, so that's awesome. Cynthia Shade said good evening to all Teaquilters from Chicago. And Sheila says you're welcome. That's nice. So yeah. All right. So then I went to the post office today because I'm looking for that book to come back, and I'm also having I got one person's check who's lost. I got another person who I haven't heard from for the hobo book. I'm assuming that check is lost too, so I got to contact them. But I've got one person has resent theirs, and it still hasn't come. Resent it last Friday, I think. That a check is just a regular piece of mail. Should have been here by today, but it wasn't there either. So what is so funny is that last Wednesday, no, was it Saturday? I showed you all the burner tax fossil fern fabric. And lo and behold, I go to the post office and I go, here I go again. Did I order something else? So when I was at the post office, I opened it because I wanted to make sure it was my mail so I wouldn't have to make a trip back up. But somebody has sent me another pack of the 100 squares. I have been holding on to this 100 squares, I don't know how many years. Didn't want to use them. So now I got a second pack. Maybe I'll use my other pack since this one is saran wrap. They saran wrap them now. So that's pretty cool. So they'll stay a lot neater. So maybe I'll use my pack and keep this one for the next 10, 20 years. Okay. So that's crazy. This came from Judy. So thank you, Judy, for sending this. And as I said, I don't know how she found this, but it came through Amazon Prime. So that was cool. Love it. And then the last birthday gift I'm sharing with you all today is my friend is always cold and I'm always hot. And she bought what could be a great concept. For me, it just is not. It needs to be perfected just a little bit more. But she bought this wearable personal air cooler by Arctic Air. And you charge the battery by USB-C. So that's cool. They include the charger in here, but they don't have the power plug for it. Now, I plugged it into one of my power banks and it wouldn't work. I don't know if it was because maybe that power bank wasn't a USB-C. The end that goes into the unit is USB-C, and then this end is a USB. So I don't know if this end has been upgraded, like they've got different levels of USB, but it wouldn't work in one power bank. I had to go plug it in somewhere else for this to charge. But anyway, it's a neck thing. It has a power button on the side, and it does have 3 power levels. When I read the instructions, it said when you cut this on, this is on high, and then the air comes out of the holes here, so you put it upright on your neck. And what I find is up to here gets the air, but not my forehead. So my neck is sweating, my forehead is still sweating, but I'm cool in this area where it's blowing. So it's just weird. You all hot up underneath this thing. And then they said, and it might work now, when you have this on, like say if I have it, I just cut it off and cut it on low. They say you can hold this and it'll cut off. That didn't work for me. I'm still holding and it's still going. So for me, I have to cycle through all the levels for it to cut off. That's the only time it'll cut off. But the paperwork said it did something different. So that's something else that I got. It's really cool. Hi, Claudette Bettis. Hey, Sandy Agger. Wash your hands says, I love gadgets. Me too. Wash your hands says, I never heard of 100 packs. I've had that other one, like I said, for many a years. When I first started collecting them, and I'm going to just guess and say late 1990s to early 2000s. That's how long I've had, because I've been using and collecting fossil ferns. So, yeah. And Vivian says she got one of those fans too. And so when I was using it, I had started this week off cleaning. I put up, can y'all believe, in my personal stash, I had about 8 boxes of African print fabrics that I needed to put up. So I had to put that somewhere. So whenever you got to put something somewhere, you got to move something that was already there, right? So I do that. Then I needed to move the fabric that was for sale. I put it into 2 giant plastic totes. And then I just said, okay, you need to put this into the garage temporarily because I'm trying to clean out my living room, which I have been using as cutting central. And that's why we've been doing all the 4-store generals at Kevin's house, so I don't have to move that stuff all the time. But I got my scrap people coming. So I probably had about 10 boxes that were my sale boxes. So I got those and boxed them up, breaking down boxes, got those temporarily put into my garage. So then I go to the garage because I got to store these. And of course I got to clean the garage out, right? So this was my Sunday and Monday. And then Betsy writes me and says, do you have my 2 quilts ready by chance? And I go, no. I said, did you give me a date you need them done? I normally go for 30 days. And if it's going to be longer than that, I tell people that it's going to be longer than that based on what's happening in my life. Like the month of retreat, May and June, I didn't do any customer quilts because I was working on challenge quilts and working for 2 retreats. So she said no. And then I went and looked at the date that I got them. It was like July 17th. I said, okay, so it's not 30 days. But apparently, the baby shower was scheduled for this Monday, but then they rescheduled it for the upcoming Monday. So I got them done. I went ahead and stopped cleaning and went ahead and got them done. So I got one more quilt I need to do. That's a custom quilt that I don't think I'm wanting to do right now, but I'm going to go ahead and load it because I need to do an update on my butler system, which I've been procrastinating on. I didn't want to have any customer quilts in my house when I did an update, just in case something went wrong and I couldn't quilt and had 10 quilts waiting here to be quilted. So I'm getting quilts down, so I should be able to do it once I do this custom quilt. That's going to take a week or more, probably. What is the name of the fabric with the African ladies, the manufacturer? Timeless Treasures, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, let me make sure. I'll be making stuff up sometimes. It is Timeless Treasures. I have this thing where I can feel fabric or look at fabric and I know which manufacturer made it. Every once in a while. I'm wrong sometimes, but most times I'm not. Kevin laughs at me when I do that. But it is Timeless Treasures, and it's called Kenta, Kenta, the number C7420. C as in candy, 7420. Hancock's of Paducah is where she got it. All right. Paula says, T, I think it's time for a storefront. And you are absolutely correct. I got so many reasons to need a storefront. However, I'm also terrified of all the expenses that come with that because I enjoy what I do and I don't have to work so hard. If I had a storefront, my whole business analogy will have to change. And that's not who I really am. I don't want stuff to be about the money in the end. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing, make enough to cover what I'm doing, but I'm not looking to pay my expenses. I do want to support myself, like this machine. I don't want to take this machine out of my regular base income. Things that I get for quilting, I want to make sure that they come out of my quilting income. So I don't want my whole analogy to change. I kind of like it like that. I work in business, it's been six, has it been 6 years? 7 years now that I've been retired. Oh my gosh, years are going by. And I'm enjoying not having to worry about uh, how I'm going to pay my bills, things like that. But I do enjoy the quilting side of it, that it's a little bit more relaxing. I like what I do, and I don't want it to be about bottom line. And so when you get a building, you not only have your rent that you got to pay and sign lease for, then you got to pay all the utilities to have that place open. You got to clean it, or you got to pay somebody to clean it. You need to pay for insurance as well. I need to pay for a security system as well. And so it's a lot that's, going through my head. And I don't know if I want to get that involved. I have a lot of things I would love to do with a space that I could rent, and it's not necessarily a storefront. It would be more of a place where quilters can gather. And but I just don't want it to be about, I got to pay these bills, and I don't want to be paying it out of my personal base income. So yeah. Yeah, I talked with, no, I didn't talk with Tucker. Tucker sent me an email. He's going to be putting out video. I think he's been downloading photos from the Facebook group, because I'm like, I don't even know what video Tucker going to have, because Tucker he didn't do much video or recording. And matter of fact, when I saw Tucker at retreat, and I asked him, had you been videotaping? And it was some other drama going on, so I think Tucker was kind of scared to pull out his camera at retreat. But I told him that he could record, but I never did see him record. And then I told him on one day, I'm like, have you recorded yet? And he go, no. I'm like, you need to go record something. So I don't know what his video is going to be, so it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. But I haven't edited any videos. I need to do that, but I'm cleaning my house so people can come over here so I can feed them after that, okay? After I'm exhausted. Yep, Wash Your Hands says, enjoy retirement. Storefront sounds stressful to me. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want all that. Every time I go thinking about it, I call and get prices and stuff, and I go, okay, this is just the building. You have nothing else. And I have no idea, I guess I could ask the people who if I sign a lease, if I was serious, I guess I could ask them what were the past bills in that building. Maybe they could tell me. I don't know. Maybe they don't know because it was in the renter's name. But yeah, all of that stuff scares me, and I'm not in the mood to be scared right now. Okay. Paula says, T, I love your attitude about quilting. I feel the same way, and I don't have a business. Yes, I don't want to be an official storefront business where I've got to make these ends meet, because I don't want to put my personal money into it, and I don't want it to be all about the money. So it's like a conflict of interest here. And staff, you have to pay staff. You can't be there all the time, and you're absolutely correct. Because what I was originally thinking about doing was opening up. I needed a storefront so that I could have a place to cut my kits, which I haven't cut because I got other stuff out. And so that's another reason I'm trying to put some stuff up. That's number one. Number two, I wanted it to be a place where quilters can come sew if they wanted to. For people that didn't have quilting friends, you could just drop in and sew. So it would be some minimal fee per day for you to do that if you wanted to. And then I had wanted it to be places where people could meet and have quilt classes. So I wasn't looking to have an official storefront. It may sell some stuff, but it wasn't going to be like a quilt shop where you walk in and your main focus is the fabric everywhere. That's not what I was going for. I wanted a place where people could come in and enjoy, sit down and enjoy what was going on, have hire presenters and have them do lectures, and then just open it up to the public. You come in, you pay a fee to hear the person that's speaking. That's what I wanted. And I didn't want it something that was attached to a quilt guild per se. But a quilt guild could meet at it if they want to. If the space, if the slot was available. So that's what my end goal is, but I don't know if I want to sign up for that. Joe Carmel said, let's do a Teaquilt cruise instead. Once I'm done being over this COVID thing, because cruises kind of got me. I love cruises. I've been on about 3 cruises now in my life, and I do love cruises. However, when we had COVID and they wouldn't let them people into none of these ports, and then them people on there had COVID, I'm second guessing these cruises right now. Now, I know eventually I will get back on one, but I'm just buying my time. But that is something that's not out of the question. Yes, thanks, Nancy. She's saying the electric company can tell me. I did commercial real estate for about 50 years, and I am a paralegal. So if you're looking for a lease, I can help you. That's Didi. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Because I wouldn't know what I was reading in that thing other than I know I can comprehend basic stuff. But when they start going into all the technical stuff, I have absolutely no idea what in the world's going on. Good evening, TNT Quilters from Janet Mackerel. Hello. T. Roberts says, evening all, working the ER, which is crazy tonight. Oh my gosh. Yes to the cruise. Yeah. So I do plan to go back on a cruise, because the one thing I do like about a cruise is that 90% of your stuff is paid for when you get there. So you don't have to worry about your basic meals and things like that. You're just worried about your drinks and when you're off the boat. So I do kind of like cruises that way. All right. We still got stuff on the list, y'all. And it's 7:36. We haven't even got to the hall. So we got the gifts. Retreat. That's the next thing. I ended up contacting the retreat center. I did get one more bid. It was $175 per night without any conference things all day. And I think for us needing to hold a conference room 24 hours, I think that's the main problem. And so to make your girl have less stress and to make sure that we had some dates, because when I contacted the center, guess what? I always do the 3rd Saturday of the month, and then I back up to Tuesday. Well, the 3rd Saturday in June of 2024 would have been the week of June 10 through 16. Guess what? Those are taken. Okay? So I couldn't get in there the 3rd week. We're in there the last week. We couldn't even get the next Tuesday, which would have been the 3rd Tuesday. We're doing the 4th Tuesday. So retreat for 2024. Here are the dates. I have no other information. The dates are June 25 through 30. Should be Tuesday through Sunday, 2024. We're not having a retreat in 2023. Okay? So that's what's going on with retreat right now. I'm hoping that we can get the same 28 beds that we had. She had mistakenly thought I was trying to book for 2023, thought I had put 24 wrong. And we could have only done 21 people if we were going to do it in 2023, okay? So I'm hoping we get all of our 28 beds back for 2024. So okay, Dee Dee. Brenda says, years ago when I rented, I called utility companies and they told me the average cost for address. So that's good. I dream of a quilt consignment shop with a classroom. You would get commission on sales. I'm ready for the retreat. That's Sharon. Sharon came back from work. Sheila Gay says, so yeah, tried to put a sewing retreat, but had to pull it because the cruise line would not accommodate enough sewing tables for him. Give him enough space for a sewing retreat. And that's weird because there are other companies that set them up and they give them everything that they want and need. They go through big sewing machine companies where the sewing machine companies furnish all the machines. So to me, that's kind of strange because there's been quilting cruises going on for years now. June 25 through 30, 2022, Sheila, for retreat. All right, so let's go through some of this stuff. We're going to do birthdays last. All right. All right, so I told y'all I'm gonna move this over. That I had ordered some stuff and thought it was a birthday gift. I was like, somebody sent me all this fabric as a birthday gift. I was like, oh my God. But it wasn't. It was something I had ordered a week ago and forgot all about. Okay. So this is from Hancock's of Paducah. This fabric here is called Island Boutique Hope and Heart 12 Fat Quarters. As of this week, it was still there. They keep, every time I see this, the price keeps getting lower and lower. Okay. So I don't know if I got my paper in here. Hancock's of Paducah need to give me a cut. That's what I think. They need to cut me a check. I don't have the prices. This says it's $37.99. I probably paid between, the highest one I had was $19.99, and I've had one down to $15.99. And then they also had a code that I could use. But I didn't get just one, you know. I got two. And then I had this third one, but then I ended up opening this third one, and that's what I was going to show you was this bag. I ended up opening the third one and making this bag out of it. So I've already used one of them. But I'm always, like I take stuff like this and I split them up, and then when I'm doing door prizes for my scrap quilting club or something like that, I just take them, refold them, and then they're just individual door prize gifts. So this is 12 gifts that I'm giving instead of just one gift. Now, I do jelly rolls. Sometimes I do charm packs, but every gift can't be a $20 gift when you only pay $8, and I got to pay the rent too every month. So, yeah, so I'm always looking for stuff where I can get a deal, and then I do this kind of stuff. So that's 3 of those. That's not it. I got 3 of these, which is really pretty. This one is Andover's Rainbow Garden 12 Fat Quarters. Andover Rainbow Garden. I don't know if this one is still in stock because I stopped looking. I just wanted to make sure that at least one of them was up there. So I got 3 of those. And then I got 2 of this other one. I wasn't like my favorite, so I didn't get a whole lot of them. But I go, you can get 2. It's Hancock's of Paducah Flora, Flora, 12 Fat Quarters. And those are the prints. But they're pretty. I still like them. They just, this is more on the pastel line, even though it's got the navy in there. And I tend to like bright, hot colors. That's the only thing. But they are beautiful fabrics. So, let's put those back. Birthday present from me to myself, I guess. And that was all that I got from Hancock's. And I only got it because you can get notifications from them when they're having they'll tell you what's on sale today or the first day it go on sale. And I go ahead and pay the higher price if I have to the first day of the sale, because I found if you wait for them to reduce the price, sometimes you are going to miss out. You're not going to get any. I haven't been able to buy any of the on sale quilt backs that they sell. It's been a long time since I've been able to get any of that kind of stuff. So, and Wash Your Hands says, I'm going to start saving my pennies for retreat. Hope to see you in 2024. And Dee Dee saying that was before COVID. So I don't know. I'm not really concerned about the quilt cruise with So Yeah right now. When I'm really ready to schedule, it'd be a whole nother different story. And Diane 57, you're always asking me, am I giving something away? I think I've mentioned that they're going to be, some of them will be door prizes, some of them I will keep. Everything I buy, I don't keep. Everything that I buy, I don't give away. It just depends on if I got a use for it and what's going on. So some of them would be prizes. Some of them could end up at my future retreats. You just never know. Do you sell your bags on your website? I am planning to put some bags on my website eventually. The bags that I do make, I probably will put up there. Thank you. What was the price on those? I haven't shopped Hancock's yet. It was like $15.99 to $19.99, somewhere in there. And then they had sent me a coupon code. Being a regular customer, also they had this special on Facebook, and then they had sent me a personal coupon code that I could still use on sale items. So that's how I got mine. Hi, June Hansen. Diane says, I bought as much fabric as UT. I would have nothing to eat. Girl, I don't have pets. You got to take care of pets. I do a little bit for Paige, but it's not the same as having a pet living in your house. I don't have to buy food for somebody to eat every day. All I got to do is worry about me and my husband. We eat. That's it. So, yeah. I'm not worried about that. I won't spend what I don't have. That's for sure. Pretty black and pink fabric. I've got a 10-inch pack and not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So I think I've already mentioned the prices. Use the bag to wrangle up some of her rulers. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I went to Soho. And I want to talk about Soho. If you all were on Facebook, you all may realize, or if you were listening around the world anyway, the St. Louis area had torrential rains that came down really fast and hard, and a lot of our stores and businesses, homes, flooded out. I was not affected by that, thank God. However, Kevin and I and Betsy had went to Soho the Saturday we left Scrap Club, and it happened the following week. And they were affected by the flood, and they're in the process of cleaning out. So just prayers for businesses in the St. Louis area that's affected by floods. And Soho is the only thing that's sewing related in what we consider to be like north. It's not really North County, but it's on the north of St. Louis, North County of St. Louis going into Illinois. It's the northernmost part of Missouri and from St. Louis side. So, yeah, so it was pretty bad, and they're in the process of cleaning out. However, as I said, we went there and I bought a few items. This is the place where you pay by the pound. I can't tell you what I spent now, okay, because that's been a long time ago. Last time I came, I had just left the place. So I took Kevin and Betsy, but I really didn't want to buy a whole lot. However, they had some boutiques in there, and y'all know I got to finish off my 4-star general. So I'm like, it'll be easier for me to buy some stuff I can cut. I didn't buy a whole lot. I just bought these 4 that I'm showing you. They're all pretty. So I went through looking at boutiques first. Then once I got through the boutiques, I said I could use some lights because we're going to be doing the boho hearts. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet with the boho hearts, but I'm like, they could always be used there. And how they get fabric is people donate to them. This is a duplicate. And then they sell it by $3 per pound. So very reasonably priced. This has eyeglasses. Isn't that cute? And this is a duplicate. Then they had this piece that had a little bit of yardage. And I can't tell you what I spent because my dear friend Kevin was starting to put up money. When I was trying to pay for my own stuff, he started putting up money. And then this black piece here, which is not batik, just a black print. So those are the fabrics that I bought. Was almost out the door. And she goes, do you know we have some yardage you can get? She had 2 bolts, and one of them I didn't like. And the other one I thought, it's not my favorite fabric, but it'll look great on the back of a quilt. And it'll make some pretty bags, too, if I decide to do that with. So this entire bolt, let me show you. It's not a full bolt, but it's A lot on here, okay? $10 for the boat. And let me see if I do the estimate test here. One. So I'd say it's like 6.5 to 7 yards easily on this boat for $10. Okay? Yeah. So we just got to prop that up there because I still got other stuff. Okay. Then I ordered some stuff from Checkers because I was ordering more books, and I ordered what they had at the time. And in order for me to order from Checkers, I got to do like a $200 order. And Bessie says she spent $21. She got a lot for $21. And so I bought some other things. They had just one of these left in stock. I think it was $29 for a 108 3-yard pack. I think that's what I paid. I think this fabric here, for some reason, I've got this fabric in my stash. So when I saw it, anything that's $10 or less a yard for 108, sometimes I'll go ahead and buy. I like the lesser if I can. And so I went ahead and bought it because I was trying to make up a $200 order. So this ended up being added to that order. I also ordered a giant spool of Orifil that I've already given to Kevin. And then I'm always ordering to make sure I'm getting the right thing. I don't know if a lot of you all know, but when you go on some websites, they may call Orifil makeover or something like that. I forgot how they make over. They don't even have it written on this box how they have it on the website. So what I do my first time I order is that I just order exactly one of it. And then that way I'll know that it's the right thread. So I just ordered one box. So eventually I will be having like neutral colors of Orifil for sale also on my website. This is what I use mostly in my bobbins. I can get a hold of any superior threads. Masterpiece is what I quilt with on the big cones here. And I also, when I go to quilt shows, and they come to the show and they bring their thread superior, they never have the colors that I'm interested in. So I have decided that I went on their site, and every color that I could never have in stock, because I have one of their color charts and I use bottom line in my long arm for my bobbins. You can get more thread on it. It goes longer. So I went and bought every color that I did not have in my stash. And so I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 spools that it was difficult for me to get the particular colors. And I got those now. So I'm really happy about these. I just got to catalog them before I put them up. So I can get a hold of superior threads, and I can now sell Orifil threads if you guys are interested. Trying to think what else. Oh, the big container. Hold on. Gotta make room. Gotta move some stuff over here so it can get closer to me and I don't have to reach. All right, so Kevin and I left some stuff out of here too. I was looking at the patterns. I bought some patterns too, and left them where I was reading. Okay, so I don't even have those. But you all like fabric anyway. So Kevin and I went to Murray, Kentucky, where we have a shop there that sells fabric at lower prices than your typical quilt shops. How we found out about them is we were in Paducah, Kentucky. Every year we go into this sale fabric building, and we also found out that they own that building. So you learn information when you start talking to people and stuff like that. The owner was not in the store, but we were talking with the salespeople. You know, Kevin has never met a stranger, okay? So, and then, of course, once they start talking to him, I have to start talking because I'm one of those people. I go in, handle my business. I don't have to talk to anybody. I'm looking at fabric and seeing what I'm going to get. But I ended up, got chatty with them, and I found out quite a few things from them. But it's in Murray, Kentucky, and it's called Murray's. And, yeah, I bought some stuff, okay? Now, I can't tell you what I paid per yard for any of this stuff, but none of it was over $9 a yard, and the lowest was $5 a yard, okay? And then, of course, I had to go, oh, I'm a business. So I didn't have to pay that sales tax, okay? I probably spent, I'm going to say, $250, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. That's what I'm going to say. All right. These are the only two patterns I have in here. We'll talk about those last. This one here I know was a sale table fabric. I had already checked out, and Kevin come back making me buy this. Because at first I was going to leave it, but then he go, this would be a great accent for bags. And so I go, you know what? You're really right. And so I went ahead and got that. And it kind of reminded me of some of the quilting designs where they have the overlapping squares. So that's one sale table. This one was another one, probably $5. Well, I don't know if you all are going to find these fabrics, okay? But I know y'all going to ask me. This one's Marcus Fabrics Leo 2285. Mostly Manor. M-A-N-O-R by Victoria Finley. Alright. This one here with the circle triangle sort of kinda. It's called Eclipse by Canvas in association with Bennertax. That's where Canvas fabric is. Just called Eclipse. I think all of these in here were $5. Something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking they were $5. I saw this one. It was in 2 pieces. I really liked it very well, so I got both pieces. Let's see who this one is. And I bought this in some different colorways, too. And I didn't, well, it's not bad. It's not too bad. I didn't, I got one more bag, okay? This one's called Brick Facade. And it's by EBI Fabrics Studio. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. But the fabric is really soft, so I went by that. And they have a website that's ebifabricsquilting.com if you're interested in looking them up. But very soft material. It's not like it's an off-brand I never heard of, and then it's really hard. Very, very soft fabric. Let me get the ones that coordinate with that. These weren't my favorite colors, but because of the price, and I knew that they were neutrals, with me doing bags, that I could also use them that way. And if I wanted to, I could make a few fat quarter bundles and have them as door prizes also, if I wanted to. So it just depends. So that one's kind of an orangey red. And then this one is a pinkish red. And I can't even get the true color to show up. It's kind of like a hot pink in the light spots and burgundy or maroon color in the dark spots. Just want to make sure I don't have any more of that. I'll go ahead and get the last pieces out of that bag that were $5 or less a yard. This one had a weird name. It's called Shout a Whisper a Text. That's all I can see on the salvage. It might be something before that. And it's by Marcus Fabrics. Shout a Whisper a Text. And it looks like Morse code. This one here, I've had this in other colors. Like I know I had it in yellow, maybe a blue, and I just saw it in this purple and got it. I didn't see it in any other colorways because I looked. This I either have in this color or a different colorway. I didn't even tell you what this one was. Hold on, let's back up. This one is almost salvage missing because it's only a half yard. It's Henry Glass Fabrics, pattern number 9868. That's all I can read. 9868 Henry Glass. This one, Marcus Fabrics. You're Such a Square. And the number is 2269. So they have it in different colors. And I can't remember if I got it in this color or in a different color. But I thought for $5, no matter what, I did like it. It's hard to find decent yellow. So I got that. This pink one, more of a tone on tone. A lot of these here, I was buying these pink and yellows and things like that. I was buying thinking I might use them on my boho heart quilt. Okay. So that's one of the reasons I was buying these. This pink fabric is by Wilmington Prints. It's just Essentials is what it's called. That's it. Essentials. We're going to get covered up with fabric again. This one I really, really love. Again, $5 table. Or they had $5 table and they also had $5 boat. So I was in the $5 table and the boat row. So that's where I shop mostly until I got to start walking around. Okay, and you'll see those in a minute. This one's called Fiesta by Benartex, the canvas line. And this one is called Blanket Stripe -C as in candy, 5581. And I'm just going to open this up. I really enjoyed this one. I thought, oh, I could even use it and have you thinking it's African print. Just gorgeous. Back here for the whole thing. Nice. I like that. And it's about 2 yards. And that was all they had because we looked on, this one was on the table. And we looked for it because Kevin liked it too. And Kevin, if you want some of this, just let me know. I'll cut you a piece off because I wasn't even sure what was on the thing. I can cut you a piece of that. And then this last one, I collect paisleys. And I've got paisleys in all kinds of colors and don't know what I'm going to do with them. But I know I don't have anything that's paisley background. So this fabric here is a paisley background. Another off-brand company. Printed by ES, capital ES, and then the letters go lower, IATEX, DSN number R, 1575. I have no idea. It sounds like something from another country. I don't know. But this is the print. Never heard of this company that printed this fabric. But it's gorgeous. And I thought, even it's got some green in it. It doesn't have like blue. I know I got a lot of blue, but I don't think it'll be as noticeable when it's put up. So that's bag number 1. Okay. So let's put this back. So I don't have that many pieces in the next bag because my price went up to $8 or $9 a yard. It might have been $8.99 a yard. But this is a new fabric line that you would normally pay $12.99 a yard for in your regular quilt shop. As new fabrics are coming out. Newer fabrics are coming out. I still got the water down here in the bag from our trip. The leftover water. All right, all of this fabric, I think it was $8.99 a yard. It was not $9.99. It wasn't $10. I'm thinking it was $9 a yard. I bought quite a few half-yard pieces or some half-yard pieces. I'm thinking this is also going to be used on my boho heart quilt. I'm going to use the black background, and I'm going to use black background with party colors. Yes. So all of my prints and my strips are going to be of these. Y'all know this is Andover Fabrics here. And it just says pattern number 9754 Highline, all one word, Highline, Highline. This first one, so some of them might be, I can't tell you because all I got was a 1/4 yard cut. This is just a 1/4 yard because I just need it for stripes. I'm like, you can't take all this fabric home. I had to talk to myself. This one, I don't have any identifying information on the selvage other than Andover. Another 1/4 yard. And then here's another 1/4 yard. This is pattern number 9755. Zoltar, Zoltar. I'm assuming it's Andover fabrics as well. Yep, it's Andover. And then, woo-wee. I got, okay, this one I got a little bit more of because if we're making a boho heart quilt and I'm picking fabrics to go with that, I got this multicolor print that has hearts in it. And it's by Andover, pattern number 9755, Heart of Glass. All of this is in the same line. And I'm only going to open up this much because you can see the color. But I thought just in case I might want to put a border on my quilt or something, I'm also going to use it as one of the stripes. But I thought just in case I got 2 yards. No. Yeah, 2 yards of this one, just in case. And then I got another one that I think I got 3 yards. And this one is called, this fabric line is called 100 Years. This one's called Charms, and it's pattern number 9752, all Andover. And look at this one. It's got hearts, crosses, kind of rectangles, stars, all of that kind of mixed in there. So I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I got it just in case. And I got, you know, it just in case a lot, like 3 yards. And then this last one, I think I got 4 or 5 yards of this one. Let's see. It's 4 yards of this one for a whole different project. It's something that Kevin and I have been seeing every time we go into a local shop. And this I thought would just be gorgeous with what I want to do. Again, it's got like different rainbow lines going through it. But when it's cut up, I'm not going to worry about that. Just the fact that it's going to be putting off all of this color in the back of the navy. So I like that. I haven't seen a comment, okay? Trying to get through. And we're going to do birthdays next. We're at 8:07. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then I got, I did buy about 4 patterns that are not in here. They had a sale on their patterns. Some of them were $5. And so I think maybe they all were $5 that we got. And then when we walked out, of course, my dear friend Kevin sees this stuff. And it's chicken patterns that are on linens on your tiles. And Kevin's not going to do that. So, of course, he come to me, go, can you make this for me? So I told him I'll make it for his birthday. I'm just not sure what year. Kevin's already been collecting. He's collected one of his birthday presents. And I got something else in mind for the rest of his birthday. So I don't know if he'll get them this year or not. But he'll get them eventually. So those are 2 of the patterns. And I got 4 more that I have no idea where they are. And I'm trying to make sure now that I've told you all everything. Because we're running out of time. Hi, Rhonda Barlow. What happened to my chat? Let me go out of here and come back. Because I know y'all been chatting. You're not fooling me. Rhonda Barlow probably commented like 20 minutes ago. Dee says, surprised you were buying pink. Didn't think that was your favorite color. Pink is actually one of those colors, like soft pink is really one of the best colors that looks good on me. If I wear baby pink, I have so many men stopping me, giving me compliments. It's like, okay, maybe I don't need to wear that. But yeah, pink, baby pink is one of those colors that do look good on me. All right, so we're going to do birthdays. I don't know what y'all talking about other than me just spotting that. Oh, hope Kevin talking about he hope he lived long enough to receive those gifts. You'll be all right. Remember, I'm older than you, so you worry about me dying first, okay? Since you always talking about my age. This is the birthday draw. This is 2.5 yards of prints, African prints, that are going to be given away. We got 5 people to 1 person. We got 5 birthdays this month. I already put them in my bag. Shake it up real good. And the birthdays are Patricia Vaughn, who is August 15th. Her birthday. Sharon Damian, her birthday is August 16th. And I don't even know if Sharon watched on YouTube. I posted on Facebook group. If you watch me on my YouTube channel, want me to give you a birthday shout out, add your birthday to this text and to this post. And she put hers in. I'm like, I have never heard her even mention she watches me. So that'll be interesting. Margaret Dearden, her birthday is August 22nd. So happy birthday to you. Eric Oda's birthday is August 23rd. So that is awesome. You all got the heads up on that. And then we also have Tom Eckery, whose birthday is August 28th. So happy birthday, Tom. I'm not sure if Eric's in here. He hasn't said anything to me yet that I've seen. So happy birthday to Tom, being the only one that's in the chat right now that I'm aware of. Mercy, you'll never get out of the sewing room after the live. You're surrounded by your Harlem. Yep, because I got stuff everywhere. I put it in here and I make this little path for me to get in. And then when I start showing it, it's like I have nowhere to put it. So yeah, but let's do the birthday draw. See who's the winner. That store in Paducah is only open doing Paducah quilt shows. They use it as a storage place. Otherwise, the store is actually in Murray, Kentucky. That's where you want to go. Murray, Kentucky. You can Google it. And Teresa saying happy birthday to all the August babies. Thanks, Joe Carmel, reminding people to give a thumbs up on your way out. And the winner for the birthday draw is Margaret Dearden. If you see this live, you need to respond by Friday. Otherwise, on Saturday, I'm going to leave the other ones in here. If you don't respond and I come on Friday, by Friday, then I'll pick somebody else to send it to. So email me your snail mail address to teaquilts@teaquilts.com. Thank you. So that's that. Any other questions? I wasn't looking at the chat tonight. So if anybody have any questions, maybe now is the time to put them at the bottom. I'm going to the bottom. And then I'll answer any few questions. And I'm going to make sure that I'm off of here by 8:30. I stay on here way too long. I'm already over. People are still saying happy birthday to everybody. Oh, Heather, his internet is still messed up? Oh, okay. So C-Rex, I didn't see C-Rex was in here. So congratulations, C-Rex, on winning the draw, the birthday draw. I didn't even see your name. I missed it. I don't remember it at the top. But thank you, thank you. I guess so. Kevin drove to Murray, so I'm not sure what the address was, but the store is called Murray's Fabrics, and it's in Murray, Kentucky. So if those two things match up, then that's where you want to go. And I'm not even sure if they even do website stuff. I just know we were able to find them by Googling them, and we got the address off of Google, and then we just program it in and we start driving. That's all I know. Carrie says, I'm worried about fabric to use on the boho heart quilt. When does it start? It does not start until January. So I'll start talking about that in December. I may end up putting up a post about if you're wanting to collect fabrics for your background strips. I may give some tips for that a little bit earlier. But right now we're still finishing up the 4-star general. We actually have 2 more months. We have in August, Kevin and I are going to be sewing the September block, which is the last block. So September, and then we also have October, which is to put it all together. So that's going to take a lot of work. So we've got through October before we finish the 4-star general sew along. But people wanted to start knowing what they needed to get for the sew along. So I went ahead and ordered the books early and got them out in the mail. And I'm kind of glad because now I don't have to worry about that close to Christmas. So people still saying happy birthday. Congratulations to C-Rax. Love your fabric. My papa's birthday was August 10th. Does that count? That's funny, Susie. Brenda Foley is saying, when is there? August 28th, 23rd, I think. Times the 28th. Guess who, Nancy? Okay, they are less than an hour from me. Okay. Shirley Lutterbuck says, hi, T, and all else. Rhonda says, question, T, do you have an embroidery videos? If not, who would you recommend? Others you can tell me to watch. I do have a few embroidery videos where I've done some stuff in the hoop. I've done some Kimberbell stuff on video. I've also done luggage tags in the hoop. I can't remember what else I've done. I have not watched anybody doing in the hoop stuff, but if I had to guess, I've seen this site called OML Embroidery, I want to say. She's hooked up with Anita Good Design. She's hooked up with Designs and Machine Embroidery. She'll do designs by Juju. So she's a person that does them all. I think it's OML Embroidery. And she does embroidery professional as well. All right. So I'm thinking Nancy's going to go to Murray's and going to have some fun. So an hour away for St. Louis people is nothing. We drove, I think it was like 5 hours to go to Murray's. Okay, we wanted to go to Hancock's of Paducah, but it was on a Monday, and we didn't know that Hancock's of Paducah was closed on Monday. So you're thinking a store like that is only closed on Sunday. But the funny thing is they're closed to the public on Monday, because when we went up there, apparently their shipping department, it was at least 30, 40 cars on the lot that was people working in the back. So they're open some kind of way, but the store ain't open to the public. So that was kind of a little disappointing. And Carrie says that she watched OML Embroidery and she likes her. Power tools with threads. Sue GSD says finally made it, dealing with insurance for the last 2 hours. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So that's going to be it, guys. Just wanted to make sure that I answered some of the questions here. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to eat. Oh, I did quilt 2. Like I said, I quilted 2 baby quilts this week and got those done. That was the other thing I did this week. And that's it. I think that's it. I got to go finish cleaning up. Because every time you clean out one spot, you got to go put it somewhere, and then you make another mess over there. You know how it is. So we're going to go ahead and end here. Thank you all so much for coming today. See you all Saturday for the live sew and chat. It's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 p.m. We do a 2-hour sew and chat on Saturday night. So if you're not busy, please come back. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out.